All right, we are back with ECL Week 5. We lost last game to Tim 07, and we are now going up against Kevin Z, Dyslexic. No, well, that solves my problem. Let's go ahead and get this going then. Oops. Probably craft the cards. Why is it getting mad at me? Oh, do I have too many cards in my sideboard? Hold on. Why are you telling me there's an issue? Oh, it's because it's a fucking direct game. Okay, hold on one second. Hold on one sec. Can't change deck while in challenge. And it defaulted me to direct game. Taking out Liminal Hold. Taking out Personify. Adding Thought Left. Apparently it also deleted my deck. And Figure. That was weird. Okay. Wait, why is it... We gotta love when this thing has problems. Because it has straight up deleted the deck. It's okay. I remember what was in it. We had a land. We take away Mirror Sky Swimmer. Cool. Done. Let's make sure that this isn't actually a limited deck. And then direct challenge. Let's see if this one works better. Alright, minor technical difficulties. Let's get back into this. We're gonna try our best. We're on death matches now, so let's try and farm some deathmatch wins. Yes, that's a bright side of my situation, huh? I can now play death matches. Look, have fun. So, we've got a pretty straightforward start. We're going to go Figure Fable on 1, Eclipsed Kithkin on 2, probably level up Figure Fable on 3. Grab a Mist Metal Council. We might cast a removal spell. Oh, no. Now we're definitely getting with. Yeah, okay. We lost this thing. We will pass our turn. And then maybe we Protective Response or something. That is... Okay, that was always going to happen. He doesn't discard, which is an interesting decision given the lack of a land drop. Well, no, he played land. So what? I mean, Sonar is pretty good, except when your opponent has a Killer Strike and gets rid of both of your creatures. If we draw Champions of the Perfect, it's not actually castable right now. Let's go with combat. 4. Play. I want to target it like this. Yeah, I want to target this. Play council. We can get it for 6 damage right now. Champions. Not currently castable. But we'll fight a Stratus. Okay, so blue-red elementals. How do we beat this? We go faster than it, clearly. Kevin is 9 and 6. Does have a soul inhalation, so we do have to keep that in mind. And 2 kin bindings. Which he's splashing? Like, is he full Jeskai or is he splashing kin binding? Because, sure, I grant you, splashing kin binding is a good thing. It's a little difficult, it feels like, when you are blue-red base. Also has a Chronicle of Victory, which I'm going to have to keep an eye out for. A Soul Immolation, kin binding, Chronicle of Victory, Sonar. He has his own Figure of Fable, if it comes down to it. What everyone does against my deck is they board in all the enchantment removal they have. Which is good for them. Except not always. Because if I don't have a kin binding, it does nothing. And I can still win without kin binding. Sure. This hand's slow. I still think it has to be a keep, but it's slow. Soul Break. Soul Break. Take 2. Maybe they don't have a 2-drop. They don't have a 2-drop. Okay. I'm a little less scared now. Wayfinder gets blue, presumably, because they are missing it currently. Oh, they get white. Interesting. Okay. Now I'm a little spooked, because this feels like they have kin binding. Or Breeze. I suppose Breeze is also something that they could have. Do I care? I mean, I care a little bit. But I think what they're going to do is probably try to play kin binding this turn, so I'm not going to do anything about this. I'm just going to try to dig the green so I can play Wispness. Like they can use Bree and hit with Soulbright Seeker. It's gonna hurt. They're gonna get a card off the top. But if that's all they're doing with their turn, I think I'm okay with that. Play a artifact and or enchant. It's not an artifact and enchant. It's not castable, luckily, so he's just gonna get into his hand. Still not great, but that's okay. Gonna play Kinsvale. We're gonna hold a Kithkin. Hold this one. Play for 8. Green? Yep, that stays. I'm hoping for him to activate Bree again. Well, can't block, so I will do everything that's going to be in life. Take 2. He can kill Thoughtweft Lieutenant Imbuer if he's got like a Feed the Flames. Flame Castle is not going to though. Maybe we should Pyrrhic Strike Bree? I don't know, he just keeps tapping down his creatures. Kill the Flamecaster. Take 2. Presumably. Maybe more. Now do you feed the flames, Thoughtweft? Like, do you... It feels like you don't have feed the flames. It feels like you have an awkward move, bro. Okay. I think at this point we're gonna run out. So what happens if we swing? 6, 9 damage if we swing with all. We gain more damage from swinging with everything we do. Plus it plays around him having something for solid. Yeah. I mean, you can surveil a 2-drop to the top. Which I don't know how good it's going to be. He does both. I'm just going to fire up this. And Imbuer can stay. Or Lieutenant can stay. Because Lieutenant is going to give Trample. And I think Trample might be enough to do this game in. He kills Wistfulness, what happens? It's annoying, that's for sure. Thought Weapon Viewer is going to be up to 4, 5, 6. Blossom Bind, I don't care. Well, I care a little bit, but it's not like... Activating Breeze seems like such a risky play, dude. It does. Is it a tweeze I'm dead? Sure. Yep, Soul Immolation's a good card. How do we beat that? We don't, is the answer. We have to kill Bree, and we didn't have a way to kill Bree. Well, no, there was the turn where we could have Pyrrhic Striked Bree instead of... I think it might have been correct to Pyrrhic Strike Bree on my turn rather than let him swing in with Flamecaster. It put him really open to a swing back, though, so maybe it was close. We haven't seen any of our elves. Like, we look like just a Kithkin deck. I think we picked up a Champions of the Perfect at the last turn of the first game, but... No Gangly Stompling, no Changelings, no Champions of the Perfect, no Kin Binding. We're just a Kithkin beatdown deck right now. I don't think he's double splashing. I think he might just be on Bree. He might just be splashing Bree. He's got a bunch of Seers, which is kind of spooky. And Protective Response, that's something I'll also have to keep an eye out for. But he's always splashing white. So he's probably not playing Protective Response. He could just be straight Jessica, though. I'm not going to rule it out until I see whether or not he's playing. Play Eclipse Kitchen. Take Thought Weapon Viewer. If he wants to sear an Eclipse Kit, can I with that? Okay. At worst, we get to play Listen on Informant. At best, we get to play Abigail on Dawnslide Archer. It's gonna get seared. But if it gets seared, I think I'm okay with that. Like, the sear's gonna hit something. Yeah, think we're gonna slam it off after here this turn. I think we're supposed to play next MegaDraft, so it's one card. And set up for lethal next turn. Alright. We'll go for it. Interesting. You're still dead. You kept a handful of removal against a deck with a bunch of Eclipse, Kithkins. That was always going to be a tough ask. Even still, drawing with that many lands is really rough. Move this along. No, the Dawn Signature. Okay. That's game 2. Let's try to get some wins.